to deal with having sex with an underage minor. However, the Racketeering Act, the RICO Act, does have certain acts within them. There are 11 acts within that, and the prosecution only has to prove 2 beyond a reasonable doubt. And within those acts, there are allegations of R. Kelly engaging in sex with a minor.
Now, it's very hard for us because of the setup, the remote view, the remote viewing with the screens for spectators.
Yes.
and reporters to gauge what the jury is thinking or
absolutely
whatever. But how tough is a case like this to prosecute and try to get a win on?
So it's very tough when you're pretty much, you want to classify this as a he say, she say, because as of now, all the evidence that's been presented is testimony evidence. And when you're dealing with just testimony evidence, you're dealing with believability, with credibility. The jury will have to believe these witnesses beyond a reasonable doubt in order to find them guilty. And again, when you're dealing with just testimony, it's hard for some people to try to find someone guilty just based on the word of someone, especially when you have a lot of these females that were acting contradictory to what is alleged by the prosecution in terms of, oh, but you didn't leave, you could have left, you stayed. Jane Doe number 5 stayed with R. Kelly for 4 years.
Okay, and anything else you want to say about the case that strikes you about this?
Well, the case is still ongoing. I am looking forward. I believe that the prosecution is going to call some kind of expert to deal with why is it that victims act the way they do and take so long to do an outcry or realize that they are a victim, to help the jury to explain to them and be able to put both sides together in terms of, you acted this way, but now you're saying that it's criminal, but you didn't say that before. So
that and then that issue of consent too is going to be critical, right?
Yeah, so the issue of consent, and that's why that expert is also going to be important, because the thing is that what the prosecution is alleging is that they were pretty much under the spell of R. Kelly. He used his fame and fortune, and they couldn't say no because he had pretty much brainwashed them. So that's going to come up, but we just have to wait and see. There's still a couple more weeks. The case hasn't been fully presented.